Hello, welcome to ALW Collectibles. Today we're taking a jump back into a double world, this time with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. With Power Rangers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover, the Lightning Collection, Morphed Michelangelo, and Morphed April O'Neil. And these sets look really cool. I'm going to do something a little different today. They come in a box set together. So I'm going to review both of them at the same time and see if you like that. If it goes over, I'll do the next set the same way. Having said all that, my ramblings aside, there we go. This was a set that was released in March of 2022. And you can pick it up back then around $50 to $60. I was able to get mine from Big Bad Toy Store for around $60. A couple years late, so a little bit more. But yeah, they look really nice. You can see you got April O'Neil as the pink Power Ranger, and Michelangelo's color is orange, so naturally they assigned him the yellow Power Ranger. Okay. So much to unpack right there. We're not going to get into a lot of that theory behind that one. So, having said that, these guys are based off a series of comic books released by Boom Comics between 2019 and 2025 that explain how the Turtles become the new Power Rangers. I've never read that, so I don't know the whole backstory on it, but still, they gave us some really cool looking figures. Let's take a look at them. As you can see, there's a lot of accessories to unpack here. So let's take April O'Neil off the stand for a minute, and let's take a look at Michelangelo. So I'm going to start with Mikey. I'm going to take all of April's stuff off here for a minute. And let's take a look at the Yellow Ranger, Michelangelo. And he comes with 3 sets of interchangeable hands, 2 sets of side nunchucks, a power swing, and an alternate head. And I set him up in a nice pose because I think that looks really good. That shows the posability of this guy. Really nice designs. Very good. Reminds me a lot of the NECA. And of course, though, with these, the balancing, I needed stands on him. He is so back heavy that standing him alone, unless the legs are straight or he's stationary, if you move him at all, he will fall over. So having said that, let's take a look at some of his accessories. You got 2 open hands, and they are gloves. They do have the ribs on the back of the gloves. It's not hard even for me to see, but it's like right there. Ah, they throw his gloves. You got 2 punching fists. Same thing. You got the back of the glove right there. You have the alternate set of nunchucks. You get 2 of these, and they're designed like Trini size on the end. You can see right here. Really cool. And they do plug together for storage on him. Something's falling. I heard a knock behind me. They are all plastic. You got this swing effect part. This is actually done in purple. And Michelangelo's head himself. And he looks very happy. Sorry about that. I forgot to put my filter on that. I just realized that. I'm like, why is it so blurry a little bit? All right, let's take a look at that one more time. There we go. And then, of course, we got Michelangelo himself, who actually comes with his gripping hands installed and without these stands. And I think this looks really sharp. They're actually very bulky, so they do got some weight to them. The turtles, that is, the girth. Joints on these are very tight, so let's take a look at this guy. You have the yellow lion's head, red eyes on the helmet, black. You can see the silver fangs coming down on the helmet. Looks really nice. Sculpting on this thing is amazing. It looks really good. I love how they took the shell and it kind of turns it into part of the armor now, where it's all gold, especially with a little diamond here, like the Power Rangers have on their chest. Looks really nice. You got some molding up here. You got gold bicep band, yellow diamonds all the way around the forearm. You have more of that molding down here. His belt is a separate piece in the front. It is molded onto the back. It's glued. There's his morpher. And he does have the turtle feet. You can see they're split down the middle to represent his boots. And the shell's unique. I like how this is designed. That looks really cool. You got the ribbing all the way around the shell. And to store the weapons, this is the fun part. Kind of interesting for me only because I kind of like it, but then again, I don't. You have to fold it together like I have it here. And press the ends together and slide it from the bottom up. That's how they store. Articulation. So we already started moving around. He's got a double joint on the neck. You got this one and then the one on the head. So he has a lot of articulation. Shoulders go all the way around. And what he has here is a second bend right here, which allows it to go front and back. I love that. Up, bicep, elbow. And it is a double jointed elbow. Wrist. And he does have waist rotation. Moves independent of the shell. Fairly decent big boot. Back boot, not so great because of the shell. He does not have thigh swivel. I think these are just glued together because they're two separate pieces. Double jointed knee. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe my copy just doesn't want to bend at the thigh swivel. I don't know. Classic Power Ranger right at the boot. It turns side to side. And ankle tiltage. And he can really get some tilt on that ankle. You can swap out his hands. So, switch this one back. It wouldn't be one of my videos, folks, unless I drop something. Or, goof up unimaginably. And the other fun thing we could do before we do the head is we can switch his weapons into his hand. And then you take this piece, and this piece will actually just clip right over like this. So you're going to make sure this piece is on the outside, like so. And that'll clip right on there. And it looks like he's swinging it and creating power behind it. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And the final thing we're going to do, we're going to change his head out. So this is just a pull off and push Michelangelo's head right on top of that. Oh, wow. Okay, fine. That ball joint is tight. It did not want to go. But there we go. Put him back on his little stand here. Store his second weapon on him. That is Michelangelo. Actually, let's do that on the other side. There we go. That was a tough one. He did not want to do that. That was Morphed Michelangelo. In the second half of this set, is, of course, the Pink Ranger, April O'Neil, the reporter. And this looks really cool. If I did not know this is April O'Neil, I seriously thought it would be Kimberly. It looks really cool. And I love how they give her all of Kimberly's accessories. She has a blaster, bow and arrow, and she even comes with a lightning blast arrow. So you can actually switch this out for this. A little more tricky, but yeah. Yeah, as everything falls. You know what? We're going to take a look at her accessories anyway. So she has the pink Power Ranger bow. You can see the spots for the arrows right there. One pink arrow. And a lightning blast arrow. You can see there's the fins. There's the front of the arrow, and there's the energy blast trail behind it. Now, her interchangeable hands are fun because she gets a karate chopping hand on one side and a closed fist on the other. She comes with her news anchor microphone, which is black, silver, white, and gray. Or black and silver and white. I'm sorry, I said gray. Her camera, all cast in black except for the blue lens in the front, which looks really nice. Nice detail work on that. And then you get an April O'Neil head. And you can actually see her ear right on the side here. So they sculpted the ear in and then covered it with the hair. Lift that up, you can see it right there. And the other accessory she comes with, of course, is the standard Power Ranger blaster, red and white. So let's take a look at April O'Neil. Again, another one. Needs a standing base or will fall over. And it is a perfect representation of the Pink Ranger. Transactile helmet, black for the visor. You got the silver right there, silver for the mouth. That looks really crisp and clean. The molding. This was a spot on Pink Ranger. You got the morpher right here. The belt is attached and glued in place. And there is two different color pinks. There's a lighter pink for the legs and arms and the torso, and body has a darker pink color to it. Boots. It actually has treads underneath. Really nice looking pink Power Ranger. Articulation around, back and forth, around. And she does have that in and out shoulder. Going up is not really much. You see, no bicep rotation. single elbow bend, but it will turn there. Wrist, waist does have a double articulation here at the waist. Turns at the upper joint and bends at the bottom one. Big boot, even with the gun holster, pretty decent. Back boot, of course, because the way it's designed right here, non-existent. Her thigh rotation works nice. Double jointed knee. I guess you call that calf rotation and articulation of the foot. Really, really cool. And what's funny is, like I said, when you change these out, her hands, her pegs are like super tight. So they do make me nervous. So we're only going to do one today. Can't really work those in there. So I'm going to switch that back. And the other one's just a closed fist. There's really not much you can do with it. And they are angled, so the articulation on the elbows are really good. We're going to change the head out. Pop. Oh, that one went on nice and easy. Her gun back in her holster. We can do this. You can give her her microphone. Ah, she drops everything. And her camera. Now she can be interviewing the turtles for their battle against whichever Power Ranger faction or turtle faction they want to fight. Overall, really cool. I like these figures. I think they look really sharp. Haven't quite figured out how I'm displaying them as of yet, to be honest. I normally leave their weapons with them, but I think with her, I'm just going to leave a couple of her equipment out. I think that looks really sharp if you set that up like this. I like doing display poses. Stop. Actually, I kind of like that. Yeah, I think that's probably how I'm going to display these guys. Just like that. Yeah. So this has been the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Lightning Collection. Morphed Michelangelo and Morphed April O'Neil. I almost said Leonardo. Wow. Released in 2022. And I think they look really good. They go along with the Shredder, which I've already done, and we have the rest of the team coming up. Let me know in the comments below what you think. This has been ALW Collectibles. If you like what you see, hit the like button, subscribe if you wish. Comments are always welcome. I want to say thank you to all my channel members and subscribers. I appreciate it very much. I'm going to get ready for a very special video, and these guys are going to go fight some Foot Clan and some putties. Have a good day.